This is K.O.P.A,
The roar, the pride,
brothers in boots.
we stood side by side. We built the league, we built a name. We played for love, not fortune or fame.
This is K.O.P.A.
Our hearts are song, the spirit leaves, it's never gone.
Yes, us boys and girls, welcome to another edition of This is K.O.P.A. And we have something a little bit different for you guys on this episode. We have a gentleman that not only played professional football in Cyprus, also played in the K.O.P.A League. It's Dimitris Dimitriou. Dimitri, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you for your invitation. And it's my pleasure being with you.
I feel it is absolutely a pleasure to have you on. Jed, to know that someone in Cyprus watches this podcast about the K.O.P.A League, it blows my mind. So thank you for your appearance.
To be honest with you, I was following K.O.P.A League before I come in the beginning of 90s in the UK. And this is because of my deceased uncle's club that he used to have, and then I played for them, Venus FC. And I have to say that today this podcast that we're doing, probably it is a farewell for deceased Myrtos Konstantinou, Mick of Venus, because I know that most of the people that they were dealing with K.O.P.A League or with the community center back then, they know him, and we lost him a year ago. So yes, it suits, and it is a farewell for Mick because, and I'm sorry for taking your time.
No.
Those people that came from Cyprus in the decades of 50s, 60s, and they came in the UK, mainly in London, and under the conditions that they used to live before. And just a word is always in my mind, mechanikudes, the ladies that they used to work in the factories.
Yeah.
The gentlemen, and the way that they were living, and they achieved what they achieved, and they achieved to introduce the community, to introduce the K.O.P.A League, and in this and in this big city like London, and to establish themselves. This is a big thing, and I feel that although I'm not there in London, I feel that those people, they made a heritage for the new people, and that's why I have to congratulate you that you are working on this, that you are doing this podcast, or it for me is a research from yourself. And I'm sorry for my English, because
No.
I'm not using a lot.
Good.
It is a research from your side that you are going in depth, and you are trying to find out about Cyprus football, the football of Cypriots in the UK, but mainly in London, because because this K.O.P.A League is played in London.
Well, Phila, it's as you said, it's a massive research tool for me, because, as I said, I keep saying this on the podcast, I didn't know too much about the K.O.P.A League. I'm still learning about it, but the more we do this podcast, the more I understand how big it was, not just in terms of the size, but also what it meant for people. And for you to say that, you got your uncle who was so important for the league, and also the people that were the working class that were involved in the league, it's massive. We're talking over 50 years here. I mean, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. So, again, people such as yourself, I appreciate you and everyone else that has contributed. Even the people that haven't been on camera yet, that are constantly sending messages and putting posts on our Facebook page and say, you know, I remember this one. It's massive. It's huge.
Yeah, yeah. Of course. And you know, imagine being abroad and establishing a league, you know. And as far as I know, it was the London midweek. Then it was some other leagues, and it was very hard, I can say, or difficult to attract players and play for these teams, the good players. But there were very good players that they used to play as semi-pros and with the K.O.P.A League clubs. And that was very good because it was increasing the level of football. And as far as I know, it is not like in the States, in New York, where a lot of Cypriot or Greek students are playing there because of the community in this club, Pangyprios. My son played there when he was studying before a few years. So I feel that there were not a lot of Cypriot students that played for K.O.P.A League. And this is because of the way that was played, because of the difficulties that a student in the UK was facing, difficult studies, you know. Most of the students are not in London. So yes, I feel blessed that I had the experience and the chance to live this league, to play for this league. And I tell you the truth, it was a bit difficult for us to adapt in this way of football, not because of the quality, but because of the way of understanding and of the way of feeling the game. It was different coming from the pro or semi-pro that we had. There's back in Cyprus, 1990, and then you come directly to the amateur K.O.P.A League. Okay, but the love of the game was there.
Absolutely. So let's talk about your journey to the UK, because as I understand, you were in Cyprus playing for AEL, if I'm not mistaken, and then you came to the UK to study. Is that correct?
Yeah, I grew up. I'm giving some memories to people that we have a lot of people there in
man, let's go.
I grew up in Limassol, in Zagagi. Zagagi is near the new port of Limassol, and I played for AEZ Zagagi, and then I moved to Limassol, where I stayed until 1991. I played for AEZ Zagagi. I played up to the second division of Cyprus, and with AEL I played for the first team, and I played for the Cyprus under 21s. Back then, our football was not professional, and the clubs used to help their players to get a job till 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then go to the training, either to a government department, for example, policemen, firemen, or in a government office, or to the banks. I preferred. I did my army duty from 1988 to 1990, and then 1990 to 1991, I had a scholarship in a college here in Limassol, studying banking. So I did the first 3 lessons, the 3 first subjects for the banking certificate. So I preferred to make this sacrifice, and to be more precise, I wanted to make this sacrifice because of financial problems. it was difficult for me to study in the UK university, because the expenses were more, the fees were more. My family could not support me, so the banking certificate with external examinations was a way for me to get a certificate, get a diploma, and study. Thank God I had my uncle, my deceased uncle, Miltiadis Konstantinou Miltos, or Mick, who was there in London, in Chingford. And without second word, he said, I will cover your accommodation, your food, your everything. So I stayed with him. He opened his door, his house, and I stayed with him. When I say uncle, he was the brother of my grandfather. So, and we were very close. He loved me, I loved him. And yes, we lost him before 1 year. In January, back in end of 2025, I was there. I went to the Dimitris and all of this. Okay, I couldn't go to the funeral, and it was something that I'm very sad, because I was in India coaching. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to reach there later on. So yes, Uncle Mick provided the accommodation, and I played for his team. Although at this period I was in a good form, playing for First Division of Cyprus, I feel, and I think now that I am more experienced and more mature in the 55, I'm 55 years old now, I feel that I could play for a club in the UK, not the top clubs, but maybe conference or fourth or third division of England at this stage. But I wanted to study and go as fast as I could to return back to Cyprus. So I stayed there 1 year with Uncle Mick, and I played for Venus FC. Then the first season, the second season, I rented in. I was more luxury financially, and I rented in Palmer's Green, in Green Lanes. Uh-huh. There was a shop, Amathus Cash and Carry, in Green Lanes.
Yeah.
Opposite the furniture selling Curtis, I think.
Yes, bravo, yes.
And a few meters down, it was the Whitmore Hill roundabout, and there was the Salamina Club. So yes, I stayed there for a year, and I played for another year with Venus FC. I finished my studies in 1993, June. I left, and I returned back to Cyprus. Directly, I got a job in a bank in Cyprus because of the banking certificate. I continued playing for Limassol for a couple of years. I didn't get a lot of time because, and we can discuss it later on, it was different to adapt and difficult. And then I made a tour in Cyprus playing. I played for Paphos, Paphos. I played for Ashan First Division. I played in Second Division. I played for Doxa K.O.P.A First Division. I played for Abe Pitsiya when it was in the Second Division, one of the best teams. I played for, and I finished playing my playing career. Now, I played for AEL again in 1996 when it was relegated. I was on loan, and they were not giving me because they wanted players coming from their roots in order to help the team to rebirth and to go to this First Division again.
Yep. And
yes, this was my journey, football playing. And in the age of 35, I finished playing with AEZ and I became my first coaching job was with AEZ in 2005. But in 2003, I established my own academy. And it was a very well-known academy, Champions the Soccer Academy in Limassol, winning a lot of trophies. I have players that have played in the first division of Cyprus, and with a lot of children. It was a very good project, but because I followed the professional way of coaching, then I had to give it to another academy. So this was my till 2005. I played. I established my academy. I played in the UK, and then I started my coaching career. 2018, after 25 years, I retired from the bank. I was still, I was in the back, I was playing. I was in the back, I was coaching. And 2018, after the merge, I was working for the K.O.P.A Limassol Cooperative Savings Bank. After the merge of Hellenic Bank, I left. Till 2018, I coached AEZ and AEL in the third division, in the second division, and in the first division. Yes, the highlight of this, of my coaching with AEZ, it was a draw in Larnaca when we came 1-1 with AEK Larnaca, and APOEL got the championship. Omonia, your team, we lost from Mr. Carver 2-0. First,
John, what a guy!
Yeah, John Carver. I think first 60 minutes, we were controlling the game. It was a packed stadium, but you know the quality of Omonia with Carver's 4-4-2. They won us 2-0. Then we had a very good chat with John Carver, a very good coach, and I said to him, I used to study your coaching, your trainings, and now we are here in the same panel discussing a game. Because yes, it was good experiences, you know. And then 2000, I don't know if I'm talking a lot.
No.
2003, I wanted to make my coaching badges. In Cyprus, it was a bit difficult, and it was a big queue. Not only this, in Cyprus was not till then in the UEFA coaching licenses. They had the basics. So I applied. I had the options of 3 federations, the FA, the FAI, of Ireland,
Ireland,
the Football Association of Ireland, and the IFA, the Irish Football Association. I applied to the Irish Football Association, Northern Ireland. I was accepted, and then I started my journey for my coaching badges. 2003, I went for 15 days in Belfast, and I did my UEFA license. Then 2004, 2005, I did my UEFA license, and with a lot of visits in Belfast there. And then in 2006, I started my journey with the UEFA Pro license, where there was amazing. Once per month, 1 weekend per month, I used to travel in Belfast, and the third weekend of the same month, we had a club visit. We've been to Fulham, we've been to Norwich, to Everton. So yes, we had great experiences, and this is because of football. And then I coached in India in 2019, 2020, and I came back. I coached in Cyprus, Box
Xylotimbu. They don't exist anymore, do they?
They don't exist. But this team, it was a very, very good team. We played with Omonia in the cup, and we had very, very good players. We had Jason, who played for Omonia.
Jason, is a right back, wasn't he? Right
winger? Yes. Right back. We had Vinicius that plays for APOEL in the European leagues. Also, we had Cadet Diawara. Now he's playing for Magdeburg. I brought them. You
had Chico Bantha as well, no?
Chico Bantha is my son, like son.
Entre los, though, entre los.
Okay, so if you want me to speak about Chico Banza, okay. Okay,
We
Chico
don't
Banza,
listen. Salamina won't be happy. Anorthosis won't be happy. Like,
okay, because they didn't have me. You know, Chico Banza is a great player. But
he's a good player. Let's get
he's
it
a
right. He's a
baby.
good player.
He's a baby. You have
Yeah.
to. You have to treat him like a baby, an infant. Okay,
Yeah.
if I'm correct. But I had him 2 seasons. Okay, Chico Banza came to Cyprus for Salamina. Pambos Christodoulou was a coach. Okay, Pambos did not want him. I took him. We took him in the team, and okay, he made the difference. Next year, he started preseason with them. Again, they didn't want him. Okay, we took him again, and he made. And from us, he went back to Salamina. From Salamina, he went to Anorthosis. From Anorthosis, he went to Portugal, and from Portugal now I think he's in Egypt. Okay, this is Chico Banza. Cadet Diawara was with us. Directly, I brought him. Directly, I spoke with his family. Cadet Diawara is a Muslim. His mother called me 2-3 o'clock in the morning. She was crying. I said to her, please trust me. I'm going to treat him like my child. He came, he played. Then he went transferred to APOEL. From APOEL, he played for Paralimni. Then he went back to APOEL. He went to Le Havre.
Le Havre, that's right. Yeah.
So, and then from there, and he was playing on April. He was playing with Pox. And the next April he was playing against Paris Saint-Germain. So this is also had. If you check Lokomotiv,
Milosavljevic, the goalkeeper, you're talking about, yeah?
Yes, Bojan Milosavljevic.
Yeah.
My boy, and Paris Polikarpou.
Yeah.
For Omonia Ladipu, Yorgos Pontikos. Those boys, they were not in the map, and they came with us. They worked very, very hard. We tried to help them. And now I'm very proud of them that they are playing in first division of Cyprus.
Yeah,
now, even one
Pontikos has got a big future, I think.
Yeah, Pontikos,
big future.
He came one day. I'm sorry for saying this. He came one day. He was very, upset. And what happened? He had to go to the army. Because some of the boys they were abandoning the army in order to play football. But later on, a rule came that in Cyprus, in order to have a medical certificate, you have to go to the army. You don't have the certificate that you have been to the army. The K.O.A, the Cyprus Sports Organization, is not giving you the medical card in order to be able to play. Even
Just stay. Or Ioannou, is that his fault, or
No. If you are asking me, I
think this is for a different podcast. Story is.
I suffer from this because my son, he was an exceptional player. He played for APOEL, he played for under 50 Cyprus, he played in Greece, he was under scouting of Fulham. Okay. He played for Pangyprios in New York, but he wanted to leave army. Now he came back in Cyprus, he cannot play.
No.
So I'm suffering, but I have my opinion. It now is about politics, this is not the time.
Listen, look, I will end it with this. Θυμάσαι when Giulio left Anorthosis to go to Torino, they called him a traitor, Mishimu. Τώρα is a Karmiotissa. What's he going to do at Karmiotissa? No disrespect. But what's he going to do at Karmiotissa? If he stayed at Torino?
Yeah, of course. Karmiotissa is a club that is established, and probably they have big chance to play in first division next year. If he plays, maybe they see him. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe he can go and transfer. But
And that's
going back,
Karpos has got a big job there because Liasso Luga did very well. Did very
of
well.
course,
And they got a good squad.
and Karpos
you
is
know?
a very good coach as well. Karpos is a very good coach as well. Karpos has come from Zakagi with me. He was my
Bravo.
and he was with me in AEZ in the first division. So firstly, I was the technical director, and then he was assistant coach. Then I became the coach, and he was my assistant. But he's a good guy.
And he was at AEL as well. He was at AEL. He was at
he was AEL, Xanthi, Apollo, and Anorthos. Yeah.
Akrita as well. He was coaching there. He was coaching him this season before he left.
He was in Akritas Chlorakis.
Bravo.
This season he was coaching in Akritas Chlorakis.
Mario Nicolaou's second charge at Akrita.
Mario Nicolaou is a friend of mine as well. So very good coach as well. Yeah, very good coach as well. Of course.
Anyway, let's go back to K.O.P.A. Let's go back to K.O.P.A. What's going on?
We need 2, 3, or 4 podcasts to go. So
of course. So you joined Venus FC. Let's talk about your initial time at Venus FC. Obviously, you said that it was your uncle's club. When you went into the club, how did you feel about the team, the squad? Did you know much about the K.O.P.A League as well? Did you watch any games? Lots of questions.
I knew about the team because, first of all, back in 1985, before I came in London, Venus FC visited Cyprus.
Mm-hmm.
They made 2 friendly games. They played against Zerinia, and then they played against Limassol in a game that did not finish.
Oh,
it was in the summer. AEL fans are we love our club, ex-players or the fans. For us, AEL is above all. For us, AEL is a religion. Okay, there is in Cyprus we have the red-blooded people and the yellow-blooded. Yellow-blooded is only the AEL Limassol fans. So
one of the founder members of the CFA in 1930.
Yeah, AEL Limassol. So it was in a summer pre-season game. Came, the way that the boys of Venus, they were in a very good hotel, nice hotel, by the swimming pool, drinking, having good time. They not came for games. So they came there. It was a very hard tackle from one of the players, and then the fight started. And my deceased uncle Mick, okay, he was an AEL fan, and his how do you call his nephew, his brother's son, he was the general secretary of AEL Limassol. So that's why they made the friendly. And back in 1969, AEL Limassol visited London for friendly games, and my uncle, made a big party for this club. And just to give you another 2 hints, when players of AEL Limassol, Loizos Mavroudis, you went to Derby. I think it was Loizos that went to Derby for treatment, and Magis Sokratus, both they were legends of AEL Limassol. When they went for doctors when they used to play in Cyprus for AEL, they stayed in my uncle Mick's house. This is the way all the British people that they used to. The friends of their relatives in Cyprus, they were their friends.
Yeah.
So whoever was for going from our family or friends of us from Cyprus to the UK to London, they should pass from Uncle Mick's house. So this is the way. And not all it was. I'm sure that it was only Uncle Mick, and your parents, your relatives, and all the people at this because of the missing of Cyprus. Okay. So yes, how I found the squad. So I knew about Venus. We are supposed to play the first game. I was coming from my Limassol, from national team, under 21s. Okay. Before the game, you have your pasta, you have your chicken, you have this, you have it. Okay, we're supposed to play an amateur league, Sunday league game. First game, 10 o'clock in the morning. Okay, you have to eat 2.5 hours, 2 hours before. Okay, I asked my auntie to make me pasta and chicken. 7:30 in the morning. So instead of breakfast, the others had, and it was something unusual. The other guys from my team and from the other teams, Sunday League, what they do, they go out, they go to the clubs. When they finish, they go to a Chinese. They have their ribs. They go home. They sleep 1-2 hours, and they go to play football.
Uh-huh.
This is how they see it, how they enjoy it, And this is the truth. Me, okay. First of this, then we go when you imagine play New River or Market Road in December or January, okay, and you play 9 o'clock in the morning kickoff. Yalitza. For me, a simple of that. I've never experienced all these things, some new things, but I enjoyed it. Another thing, okay, trainings. We used to play Tuesday midweek, Thursday one training to, I think it was called Kelmscott. It was a small five-a-side pitch, and then we had our drinks, and on Sunday we play game. I was not used on this. I was used to everyday training, so I used to go running on my own. I tried, it was not their fault. This was the way. This was a way of playing this. That's why, and this is the reason that when I came back, I had a lot of injuries, because if you are not trained properly, or the way that professionally they are trained, but the players that they used to play in the Sunday League, they never had these injuries because they were used. They were used, and I have some things to say. You had the previous podcast. You had Nick Chakalis. Okay, when I went, the period I went, and maybe we are the last Cypriots that we used to play football. We moved to K.O.P.A League. With me, it came other two guys, Marios Pefkos, who played for Salamina, and also George Amadis, friends of mine, my age. That this George Amadis was started with the Academy of AEL, and then he went to play for K.O.P.A League when they used to be a second division, and they went for studies there because the manager of Salamina at this period was Mr. Michalakis. Okay, or Mr. Michalis. He had very close friendship with Andreas Michailidis, the ex-coach of national team, the ex-president of the Cyprus Sports Organization, and they were friends. And those boys, through Andreas Michailidis, went to Salamina of Michalis. And then there was a game, George Amadis' first game, it was Salamina AEL. Okay. He didn't know about K.O.P.A League football, about the elbows, about this, about that, about speed. And very good guy, George Amadis, amazing character. Now I'm seeing, whenever I see him, I'm reminding this what I'm going to say now. It was a corner kick for AEL. Big Nick went for the head. Diamantis went there pushing him like this. You know what happened. I don't know if Nick is going to remember it. George Diamantis went to the hospital.
I shouldn't laugh, but this
no, I'm laughing. Went to it because okay, this was the way. Yes, George Georgiou was there with AEL. Then he was a very good scorer. I can't remember the agent, Chris, the agent of Horsey Agency, sorry, who was the owner of AEL London. At this period, AEL was very, very good club. They were very successful. I can remember Jimmy Cadell of Omonia.
Yeah, Jimmy Cattle.
Yes.
That's the name that comes up quite a lot.
Yeah. Jimmy Cadell. Tanji Banjo. Tanji Banjo
Yes,
was
that name comes up. Yeah.
Tanji played for AEL Limassol. First, and he was very successful. The first two foreigners of AEL Limassol was Mike Welsh, who played. I don't know which team he played, which club played for K.O.P.A League, and Tanji Banjo. Afterwards, when Tanji Banjo returned back to the UK after AEL, because I think Tanji Banjo was in 1981, 82, or 83 that played for AEL Limassol. Although he was in a big age, he was still playing. So I found him playing for Aachen. I can remember, I can remember John Kiligidas. He used to have, of Aachen, he used to have a sports shop in Holloway.
Holloway Sports, yep.
Yeah, Holloway Sports. It was right opposite like Gim Bank. So, yes, I remember that. I can't remember.
That's when Les Ferdinand played for Aachen, I think, early 80s.
Yeah, and Tanji Banjo as well. Kerry Dyer played for Salamina. Kerry Dyer is a legend for Salamina in Cyprus. Yeah, he played very well.
He's coming on the show soon. He'll be one of our next guests.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. He was a great character, very good player. In Venus, we had Keith Kyriakou, a number 10 curly. We had my cousin Mario Constantino, who was my uncle's son. He was a captain. He was a very good player. After I think that after the Venus shut down, I think Mario played for Pezoborikos.
Okay.
I feel that for Pezoborikos or APOEL, I'm not sure. We had 3 Turkish Cypriots. Simon, who was a midfielder, Musi, a tall guy that you could play either as a midfielder or as a center back, and Ipo, one guy is center back. Dave Walker was used to come. He used to play for Dover. He was a semi-pro and he used to come to play for us. We had Andy Gunas, a left back. The manager was one guy called Kozi. I don't know where is he now. He was a mechanic. I don't know. Costas.
Well, maybe someone who's watching can tell us.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone knows someone.
Yeah. And up front, we had a very good scorer. He played for Omonia later on. One of the best scorers in the K.O.P.A League, Andy Michael.
Okay.
Andy Michael was a killer, a very good finisher. Although, because he was a relative with us, although he had, every season he had offers to go and play, he was not leaving because he was a family-run club. And yes, he was there. I remember one game we played in New River with AEL. We won 4-3. I scored 3 goals. And then on the third goal I scored, it was a 4-3. I don't remember, there was one left back. He was running after me because I celebrated, Oh my God.
Oh, no.
I hide it. But, these are the good things. These are the good things of the Sunday League, These are the good things that you keep. And honestly, I admire the people that used to run these clubs because of the expenses that they had.
Mm-hmm.
I admire the players that, because of the love of football, they used to go and play. Okay, and I feel blessed that I had this experience. Now, imagine you go to Pickett's Lock, for example. We used to go Pickett's Lock in after a rainy day. Even then Salamina was very good as well. They used to play in Potter's Bar, Salamina. They used to play in Potter's Bar, and then you start. If you play in the K.O.P.A League, you start have friendships. You start know people. Okay, me because I was staying with my uncle. I had whatever I had, what I wanted. I had whatever it was. Is the help I needed was there. But for students or for people coming from Cyprus and whatever they needed, they had it through the K.O.P.A League, because I felt that there was something very special from these people creating the K.O.P.A as an organization, and then from the people that they were running the clubs in order to keep the memory, if I'm correct, and the wish to return back to Cyprus, even though they didn't make it. Some of them they returned back. We had one right back, Chris. He was playing with us. He was coming from Derinya. I remember we went together to a match. It was Spurs against Man United, the White Hart Lane. It was 0-1 for Man United. He came back to there. He lives in Derinya. I can remember the dinner dances in Cherry Tree, in the halls, and yes, because
lots of memories, huh?
Because I had the privilege. To continue my journey in football. I have worked coaching. I have worked in Greece. I have worked in Kos Island. I have worked in Creta. I have worked in India, in Goa. I have worked in the Middle East. So yes, I can say that these 2 years in the K.O.P.A League were exceptional. Because for me, for example, wake up in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, prepare your bag, have your breakfast, go to the college, finish at 5, and then you get the tube to go to Market Road and have a game at 8. For me, it was something different from that. I knew that, okay, you wake up, you go to the hotel, you have your dinner, you have your game, and then you go home. It was different. So, and the way, the tackles in the K.O.P.A League.
Amazing. Yes. Oh,
amazing.
Yes. I've heard about
and you
these.
see people on the turf, on the Astro, and they used to put this Vaseline in order to everything is. But I can say that my uncle and the guys, the people in his age, and the people that they did what they did about the community, it's something exceptional. They sacrificed a lot. You sacrifice you sacrifice your nights, you sacrifice your money, you sacrifice your weekends, and better than me that back then my uncle used to leave from home around 5 o'clock in the morning to go to he had a barber shop in Myland. So from Chickford,
that's a distance, yeah.
No, from Chickford, in order, not big distance, but in order to avoid
from where I am anyway.
In order to avoid the traffic, to go there and then coming home around 8-9 o'clock in the night. And this is daily, and then 2 or 3 nights you have to go to the trainings of the club. You have to, and the weekend, instead of rest, you have to go to the games. And my uncle was very characteristic. If someone is watching us, they could remember him that he was shouting, he was fighting with the referees, with the umbrella getting it. You know, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing. With then you know, exchanging words with the people from the other clubs, and then after the game they are the best friends. You know, they are in the same way, the same road. This is it. This is what is K.O.P.A League. But football-wise, I can say that there were a few players that came and helped and played in Cyprus. I believe that, and there could be more. But back then when I was, there were very good talented players, even Andy Michael, even my cousin. But the people from their jobs they used to earn more money than coming to Cyprus and play football.
Yeah.
So they were not even trying this to leave from the UK, from London.
Yeah, there was no incentive to go back, and I think that's the case for a lot of Cypriots these days that live in the UK. Because I mean, a couple of years ago, I went to this conference, and there was a lot of Cypriots there, and they were saying we make more money in the UK despite the tax bracket, despite the cost of living. We make more money here than we would if we went back in Cyprus. So there's no incentive to go back. And on top of that, as you know, Stingibro, there's a lot about meso, isn't there? You know, all that kind of stuff, Jay. I understand the situation, but me personally, because I work in football, and especially I cover Cyprus football from a media perspective, it's great. You know, I love Cyprus football. I love the Barathilima. And it's interesting. I mean, this season alone, I mean, I don't want to go off on one, but you've got so much that's happened. You've got the situation with Bedridia Abuel, obviously, the murder of Demosthenos, Stavria. I had a lot of respect for him. So there's a lot has happened this actual calendar, or this actual season itself. So I can imagine what's been happening in previous years. But Dimitri, we've got a question from Giggs, who's been watching this show avidly from the start, and he said, "Can you ask Dimitri if he remembers playing against Hermes, as we had some great games with Venus? He had a great player, Mario Costandino, in midfield, and I think he was the manager's son." Thank you. Diles.
So, I don't remember Hermes, to be honest with you. Maybe I'm disappointing Geeks, but maybe this season maybe they didn't have the team, because you know some teams they postpone or they don't participate, or maybe they were. I don't remember if there was a second division, and maybe they were coming up when I left or before, and I apologize. And also I apologize that I did not submit any photos. I have.
It's okay.
Maybe I would try to find and I'll send you in order to post.
Hello, we'll put them on the Facebook page. It's fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
But about Mario, yes, I spoke. He was a very good player, my cousin. He was a donkey man. You know, he was playing as an anchorman, the defensive midfielder. He could play also as a sweeper, because back then we used to play with a sweeper. Respectful player. He had a lot of friends. And that's why he played. He could make a good career. The reason he did not leave because it was a family. He was always with his father supporting the team. He had another friend, George. He played for KLN. I remember KLN as well. So yes, I wish I could see some videos of these games, because for me it's very special period of my life, living in London and having these experiences. And you know, in Cyprus it rains 2 or 3 days, and we're you know, there in a rainy day you have to play, you have to enjoy your football. Talking about Cyprus football, that you said, you gave me a good pass. Cyprus football now is very competitive. Of course, you know, and I know that you are informing the people through your site about the investments of foreign people in Cyprus football. We're talking about Paphos FC, we're talking about Aris FC. I would love to say that Ike Larnaca is a very good club, and
Karabakh is doing well there, man.
yeah,
Doing well.
they are doing very well. Omonia this year is exceptional this season because Commander Berg is there. And
A lot has changed at Omonia, though. I mean, you've got Hector Gonzalez as assistant. You've got Sokolovsky there as well as an analyst. I think that with Darapoluzi coming back, it has helped. But I think also the fact that Papastavro and Grigori aren't getting too involved in team affairs has made a big deal. Has made a big difference. But that's my optimal.
No, you are correct. But for me, above all is the coach. Because he's a coach that he wants to control everything. He passed from Sir Alex hands, so he worked with Sir Alex when he was controlling everything.
And Kenny Dalglish at Blackburn.
Yes, so he's controlling everything. He is giving chance to young players. Panagiotis Andreou, Angelos Neophytou.
Signed a new contract yesterday.
Yeah. Angelos Neophytou brother Andreas, he was my player. He used to play. He's playing for Ioannis, and he's a very good player. And in Alki, because I worked in Alki as well. I was the last coach. Yeah, Alki. I was the last coach of Alki before shutting down.
Okay.
And his brother was there. Panagiotis his house is he's my neighbor. His father used to play with me in AEL. So he's giving chances. Before he played, because you are with Omonia, you support Omonia, you can remember, of course, Asimenos Andreas.
Of course, I know him. Of course, he was at Olympiacos for a bit as well.
Andreas Asimenos.
No,
Andreas Asimenos started from my academy.
Okay.
My academy sold him to Omonia.
Yeah. Well, he made his debut in the Europa League qualifier? Italian, the penalty shootout we won.
Yeah. So now Andreas Asimenos is in Garmiotis. Everything. This coach is a coach that he's controlling everything, and he needs trust that his job is going to be done. Of course, Mr. Papastavru is a safety for the club, and we have to say that Omonia, they are very humble. Everybody except them, they say that they are going to win the league. I haven't heard Mr. Papastavru or Mr. Beck saying about this, and this is a very important thing in football. If you are humble. Regarding APOEL, it's for me. For me, it's a shame that one very historical club like APOEL is in this situation, like an Orthosis, which is a very historical club. My club, AEL, they are in a good way, but still we need a lot of work. AEL has big chances for the cup, because of the way that they play. And now everybody's talking about Apollon as well.
9 wins in a row. Lozada.
Yeah, it's a bit with this coach. Sometimes everybody has his destination. Sorry. So when this coach was about to come here in Cyprus, everybody was laughing because they did not know him. They were not trusting because he was 1 year without club, and and now he came, and everybody's talking about him.
Αλλά έτσι είναι η νοοτροπία στην Κύπρο. They hear a coach, they don't know him. It's like, ποιος είναι τούτος? He's not good. Then it's his CV. He hasn't coached in Cyprus. I'm like, κύριε Λέισον, how many coaches have coached 15, 16 ομάδες στην Κύπρο and they don't do anything? I mean, look at Hugo Martins. He went to Omonia Aradipo, and then he went to Ethnico, and within 4 or 5 months, he goes to AEL. Hugo Martins is a very good coach.
He's a very good coach. Hugo is a very good
guy as well.
And because I left from POX, and he was there. He came.
Yeah.
When I left from POX, the same ownership brought him. So we have very good relationship. And when I got, because we are very good friends. We are very good. We exchange a lot of things together. And he's an open-minded guy. About the coaches, I am disappointed from UK, from the British football, because this sickness that we have in Cyprus is coming to the UK. There are clubs like Nottingham Forest, like West Ham, yes, or Celtic. Yeah, they are changing their coaches every single day. Not like this,
Well, how many coaches have lost jobs in England this season? Amorim's lost his job. Sean Dyche has gone. Thomas Frank has gone.
And Angelos Postecoglou.
Postecoglou, yeah, he left. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's at the beginning of the season. Ben actually will count him. Not in Forest.
Postecoglou lost.
Postecoglou at Forest.
Spurs, left from Spurs.
Nuno.
He went to Nottingham. Postecoglou, yes.
Yeah.
From Spurs to Nottingham, and then he was sacked. And he was sacked again. Nuno is a very good coach, very good manager.
That's 5. Who else? I mean, that's 5. Okay, Cyprus has been 13 changes.
Yeah, Cyprus. Yeah, in the UK you need only a cup, small cup. In Cyprus you need a bus, a mini bus.
Yeah. Very true. Very true. Well, Dimitri, let's quickly go back to K.O.P.A, right? And I've been sent a photograph. Let's have a look. Do you recognize any of these people? Does this look anything to you? That's 85, 86. I mean, 85, 86, 88, 89.
This is Venus?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. Let me see. My uncle is there. Yes. No, I don't know. Cozy, the manager is the guy who is the hat, is Cozy.
Okay.
Yeah. The manager is Cozy. I think my cousin Mario is the down on the left hand side.
On the left hand side, far left.
Yeah, on the left hand side, from the left. Yes, not on. From the left hand side. Yeah, I cannot recognize anybody else. Yeah,
this must have been just before you joined the club.
Yes, I was there in 1991.
We said Dave Walker. You mentioned him there, so Dave Walker's there.
Dave Walker is there. He's the blonde guy. Yes.
I think
Mario
so.
Costantino is there, for sure. Is there? No, Jack is not there.
I'll send you this on WhatsApp so you could take a look at it.
Okay. My uncle is there. Yeah, Venus is amazing, And also there was one gentleman, George Ioannou, who was in KLN, and then he was with my uncle in the club. Yeah. So that's when. Afterwards, when I came back, and I ran my academy, I had a women's team playing for the first division of Cyprus, and I tried to form a club, a team playing to the amateur Agorotiko in Cyprus.
Okay.
And I saw the expenses, I saw the running, I saw the sacrifices. I said that these people that they have their own clubs, amateur, and they wait to make one dinner dance, or they wait to sell some tickets, rifle tickets, or to find some sponsorship. It's amazing. I remember that we had this Venus Steakhouse on the shirt. There was one steakhouse in London called Venus Steakhouse, so it's suited, and it was, and also it was yellow and blue, and we also had one Hummel.
The manufacturer, yeah.
Spurs as well, didn't they? It was like Spurs kit with the copier machines of Mr. George Ioannou that he was used to sell. Probably they are seeing us, or they're going to see us. I want to salute everybody, because there are friendships that you never forget, and some of my teammates then. I forgot. There was one guy, Jack. Jack, he was married with a lady from Cyprus. I knew his father-in-law. I don't remember his surname, but he was a very good guy. He was a builder. Imagine he was a builder. He was coming to play with us. I paid big respect for every single one of them. And now I remember the Market Road. I think that Market Road was at this period that it was. I don't know when they built it, but I think it was a new one, or a New River. We started playing to New Rivers. It was very nice. I think that they used to make up for athletics as well in New River.
Yeah, they've got the athletics track on the
Yeah. I remember, and it was another club, Cosmos, in South London.
Cosmos, yeah. Mike will know all about it. My co-host Mike knows all about them.
Yeah. So it was Cosmos, and they used to play in Astra as well. They had good team. As well back then. Mr. Varnavas was there. I met Mr. Varnavas, the ex-goalkeeper of Nea Salamina. He used to live there. Mr. Kyriakos Koureas was there with the K.O.P.A League in being involved. And all of them, they used to, when I was seeing them, they used to remember the plays that they got. They grew up and everything, It's a big
Dimitri,
thing.
where did you guys go out as a team? Did you go to restaurants, to nightclubs, anything like that?
I wasn't following them.
To
be honest with you.
You were the professional, huh?
Yeah, no, the reason I was not, but it was a mistake. Believe me, when I was studying, I was in London for 2 years. For 2 years. I didn't go to Oxford Street.
With them young for
Not even one, because I didn't have money. So
okay.
So when I came back and I got my job, since then every single year I have to go to the UK either 1 or 2 times because even my honeymoon I made it there. So yes, I was not going out, but in the next year, the second year, I worked for Amadeus Kajenkari. So we used to deliver the drinks in the nightclubs, and I remember Stringfellows. But in the day, for me, it was like coming from Cyprus and go to. We used to take the the parcels, the cases from the storage of the shop to the shop. Then after the owner was controlling, we used to put them on the pavement, and then because they are, Green Lane is a highway. It's when I say it's a street that with a lot of traffic.
Very long road. Very long.
Yeah, very long, and there's you cannot stay for long parked there. So I was expecting the chauffeur to come. We are putting the packages in the car. Then we used to go to West End. Take out from the van the packages, the cases with wines, with beers, with everything, with all the drinks, And then there was a slide, throwing them down, and then we were waiting for the guard of the Stringfellows to come. And the first time I went, he opens the door and I see what? Leather chairs, leather sofas, and then this red rope that he was separating everything.
I don't know what you're talking
what
about.
Is this? Yeah, you don't know, huh? No, you've never been there.
No, never been.
Yeah. So Stringfellows, for example, I've never been in the night, but in the day I visited a lot. So I could be, it's experiences. It's experiences. I remember the dinner dances in Cherry Tree, as I told you. Cherry Tree was a hall. And I remember a couple of marriages of Greek Cypriots or Turkish Cypriots. I've been to a Turkish Cypriot marriage as well. You know, I enjoyed every single every single moment of this is here and in here. Because, you know, if it wasn't my uncle, probably I wouldn't study. Probably I wouldn't become what I became as a person, as a man, all these experiences. But and generally, this is the magic of football. Because as a person, I stayed away from all these bad habits. Okay? No smoking, no drugs, no bad life, nothing. Okay. I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of connections. And, you know, till the age of 35, I was drinking only Diet Coke. 35 to 40 to 48, when I left the bank, I was drinking one beer and I was looking for a sofa to sleep. But from 45, 48 and back, and then, you know, my beer is my beer. So yeah, so I am very thankful to football. Football helped me a lot. AEZ and AEL, I owe to AEZ and AEL, I owe to Limassol, I owe to Venus, you know, and to all of the other clubs that helped me to build my careers as a footballer or as a manager. Now in Goa, I have one of my best times, you know, because there, as a coach, I was lucky. I found the family club there. They treat me as a member of the club, of the family. I had players that they were willing to be educated, to learn football. Without them, we couldn't have good results. I was nominated as the best coach of the league, a Cypriot. Imagine a Cypriot going to India, 2.1 billions of people, and a Cypriot from Zagagi Limassol going to become the best coach in the country because of football. You know,
brilliant, and incredible.
That's why I'm saying that we, the Cypriots, we can fly. We can do miracles. That's why in the UK we have people that, and you know, and it's my motto. And I'm sorry for talking too much.
No, it's fine.
They say this guy is a big coach, this guy is a big player, this guy is a big manager. No. In sports, there are no gods. In sports, you are just working, you are just improving your knowledge as a coach. As a player, you are just improving your talent. Okay. If a coach or a player is somebody is something exceptional, what about the doctors that they are saving lives? And of these people, good doctors, who have very good Cypriots in the UK, in Australia, in Canada, in America, in Cyprus. But because they are humble, because they are helping people, we don't know them, or we don't know them. This is the most important thing for me. For me, this is the most important thing. And whenever, because I've lived a lot abroad, we are the ambassadors of Cyprus. Whatever you do, you are the ambassador. They didn't know I was in Goa. Okay, in Goa, they have 2 million citizens. It's 2 million.
They've never heard of Cyprus. They've never heard of it.
Yeah, okay. And I was the only Cypriot. I was the only Cypriot that was ever there in Goa.
Settler.
You understand?
Amazing.
So the Cypriots, we have now maybe we have 500,000 in the UK Cypriots or
Yeah,
less.
Gadgets, yeah. Maybe a bit more,
Yeah,
maybe.
okay, but you can have Cypriots in the in Faroe Islands. You can have Cypriots in India. You can. This is the magic. This is the magic, and for me, for example, it's because of football. You know,
Sure.
football was the mean for Cyprus to be known in India.
And you put it on the map. Well, Dimitri, look, it's been great talking to you, Phil. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing your memories about your time at Venus FC. And boys and girls, whoever's watching, if you've got any questions, anything that you want to put towards Dimitri, I'll fire them over to him. I'm sure, you know, you've probably missed out on a lot of things to say, Dimitri, because obviously it's been quite a while. I mean, we're talking about 30 odd years. But thank you again for your time. And hopefully we'll have you back on again, and maybe we can get you together with some former Venus players on a podcast. That might be a good thing, no?
Yeah, thank you very much for being invited. Okay, I want to say hello to all the K.O.P.A League people. I would love to if I was asked to give my opinion or my thesis, is that keep K.O.P.A League alive. Keep this love of football through K.O.P.A. And also, as I told you when we are beginning, this is for my uncle Mick, the older people that are going to watch this podcast. They're gonna remember him. He was, for me, he was a legend in the K.O.P.A League. From his early days, he tried to help in the community. He tried to help in the football. And one more time, I want to congratulate you for this job. I will be following you.
Thank you.
You know, and whenever I have any news, whenever I have any photos, or if I remember something, I will pass it to you. And yes, I will be in the UK again. I was last January. I will be again probably in the summer, and of course I will contact you, and we can meet.
We get some
can
K.O.P.A
go
players
and
together as
pass
well.
from the community center and from the
Ah,
places that we played. Okay, thank you very much one more time. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, you know. Well, that's it for us for this week, and we'll be back very, very soon. Adios.